G'day rabbits, it's Hare Snippet Sunday. Today's Hare Snippet is a funny little story from my life from a few years ago. Well, I thought it was quite funny. See what you think. So, let me tell you a little story. A day when my mother and I were going to be ladies who lunch. So we have this phrase where, oh, we've got to have a day where we do lunch. We are ladies who lunch. And we have all the kit, you know, we love doing our makeup. As you can see, I love makeup and dressing up in clothes, accessories and shoes and handbags. And we, from a previous life, well, there was perhaps a little bit more affluent and privileged. And we got all the real deal. We got all the real deal handbags and shoes, and we've still got them. Can't so much afford these days to be buying those real deal items, but we do like to dress up and just have that day, mother and daughter. First of all, we were going to the hair salon, and I was going to have my hair highlighted and some curls, and so, you know, a big treat. And it was one of those beautiful salons, you know, the really swanky salon. This kind of thing that I love. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it was a treat day, and I thought, yes, we'd saved up, we're going to this fantastic place. There we are, having our hair done, and we've got all of our airs and graces on, because there is another side to me that's just beer, swigging, smoking, profanities kind of version of me partying. But yes, I can do the ladies who lunch quite well. So I step up out of the chair, and this gorgeous hair, and we are now ready to lunch. And we saunter up in our heels to the payment desk. And you know, and I am in this persona. You know, I'm in lunch mode. I'm in ladies who lunch mode. So was Mum. And we're used to, and some people will relate to this, in some of these posh places, particularly in London, when you leave somewhere, there's always a bowl of little goodies, treats and lollies, and yes, things you can just take. I love free things, even if they're just lollies. I don't know why. I'm actually a kid in a candy shop when it comes to that. They looked amazing, like the best rock candy. I thought, this is a real deal beautiful salon. They have UK rock lollies here. It's like, these are expensive, they're amazing, and also taste great. They're my favourite lollies. And so we saunter up to the desk, and I see the bowl of lollies. Oh, fantastic, I love this place. So we reach in and we take our lollies, and they weren't lollies. They were rocks. It was just a bowl of rocks, beautiful rocks, granted. But we, with all our airs and graces, the ground could have opened up and swallowed the pair of us. We just shrunk back into ourselves because we had just both taken a handful of rocks and crunched down on them. We did used to have lollies in the UK. I suppose you call them rock candy, but they actually look like rocks. They're sort of crunchy, they're pretty, look like granite and things. It's embarrassing. We've laughed about it for years after. We often retell this story to ourselves when we go out on Mother-Daughter Day for late. It's become a family joke about us eating rocks because we're in the moment. But the moral of the story is a little bit more, is a little bit deeper. And it was only recently I was thinking about a certain issue that I related it back to this much more light-hearted version of how I'd experienced that exact issue. I was thinking about this recently with somebody else was talking to me about something a lot more serious in the peer space, about how we come into a space and we're ready and prepared, and we're in a certain mindset. You know, we're in, this is the zone, this is the space I'm in, this is the hat I'm wearing, not the physical hat, you know, it could be an organisational hat or a representative hat or whatever you're doing in peer work. 'Cause this was a peer work conversation. And how we let our lens in that zone, we really do view things through a lens, and we can end up going by assumptions, and we lose that critical thought. We lose the let's look at things a bit differently. And even though the rock story was a lot more light-hearted and not just funny, it's very meaningful. But it is a light-hearted, because I like to make some rabbit remedies and hair snippets a bit more light-hearted. But clearly that day, with our rock-eating saga, we were so in our own heads of where we were and what we were getting, that yeah, we chowed down on those rocks, and it's pretty embarrassing. What I've learned, because Hare Snippet is about what I've learned is, since then, because it was many years ago, to always try, because you can't be perfect all the time, to see things from lots of different angles, consider things, and that sometimes your impulses can be led through the lens that you're already looking through. So, little Hare Snippet today, that's what I've learned, and literally learnt that the hard way. Thanks for listening.